everybody, so welcome back to another video, and today, as you can see, I'm gonna be reviewing the limited edition Maleficent doll from the Disney store, and I have already taken off the plastic sleeve because the reflection was just crazy. And for those who are not familiar with these dolls, she is a part of the limited edition 17-inch dolls from the Disney store, and she, along with Aurora and Philip, are released this year to coincide with the diamond edition of Sleeping Beauty on Blu-ray. And of course, as always, we're going to take a look at our box first. So on the top it says Disney Store, and the logo is black this time because she is a villain. And then for the all-over pattern for the box, it's a pale purplish patterns here. It looks like a wallpaper design, like all the dolls. It looks really great, and it's designed to look like it's scraped off, so it looks more vintage and stuff. And wait, is it supposed to be like that, or is mine just damaged? Oh, okay, it's supposed to be like that. And here are the decals on her window frames. It's also on the other side of the window and then on the top as well. So it's a pretty floral pattern with flowers and leaves, as you can see. And I think the design was inspired by the Moors from the live action movie, because Maleficent in the original film had nothing to do with flowers. And I'm just in love with the patterns on the frames of our box. So they're made to look like thorns, as you can see, and then the special thing about it is that they're not printed nor just painted on the box, but they're made with this shiny foil material that actually shimmers and changes color in the light, as you can see. It's just really gorgeous how the purple changes from dark to light and all that. So the other time this kind of design is implemented on the doll's box is Mother Gothel, I think, and also Wedding Rapunzel. So it's really great that they're bringing this back to make the box more extra special. So they just twine around all over her box, and at the bottom it says limited edition 1 of 4,000 Maleficent. So out of all the villains that they have made, Maleficent is the most, and even though they made a lot of her, she just sold out like poof. So here's a side that has the same patterns. Gorgeous. They look less thorny on the side than the front. And then finally here is the bag with more of the patterns. Oh my god, I just love it. I just keep playing it like this. Anyway, so on the back it says Disney Sleeping Beauty Maleficent. And it has this really super cool silhouette of Maleficent in Diablo. And there's some more floral patterns here. And then there's a synopsis or little intro about the doll and Maleficent. And that's about it for the box. So right now I'm gonna just open up the front of our box so we can get a better look at the doll. And here is the certificate of authenticity. So my number is 1834 out of 4,000. It's kind of hard to see because it's purple, but here's a better look. And then they still implemented the foil design on the certificate as well, so that's pretty cool. And finally, moving on to the gorgeous doll herself. So for her background, it looks like it's like a foyer of a castle. I'm not sure if it's her castle or if it's Stefan's castle, because it looks quite new, while her castle is like more falling apart vintage style, so but still looks cool. And then for the doll herself, she is just stunning, I tell you. Like, cameras may not do justice, but in person she is just really magnificent. I said Maleficent. She is just striking, and I was actually more excited for her than Aurora herself, because she is really one of my favorite villains, and I knew she was gonna be stunning. And now starting from the top, her face sculpt looks really authentic, like down to her nose with that little bump in the bridge. It looks just like her. And then for her horns and her headdress, it's actually sculpted together with the head, so they're not removable. And they're made with hard plastic, but they look shiny and just really fabulously good. And now for her face paint and makeup. So first of all, she has a really interesting skin tone. So it's not as green as it was in the film, but sort of like a mixture between gray and a really pale green, almost like mint-ish color. And according to the lighting, it can go from really minty green to a more really grayish tone, so it's really cool. And then her face has the shimmery pearlish texture like the limited edition Ursula doll, but on Ursula it worked really well because she was supposed to be under the water. But for Maleficent, I think even though it looks really pretty, it looks magical, yeah, but it doesn't work as well as Ursula. It looks like she's sweaty, as if she just had a massive workout, but overall it looks really pretty. I just don't think it worked as well, but I'm not complaining because it looks really magical, fantastical. And then for her makeup, of course, she has her super arched eyebrows, her fabulous evil eyebrows. And then for her eye makeup, she has a black eyeliner, and then for the eyeshadow, it has like a two-tone of purple that just layered each other, and then there's some kind of blue mix in there as well, as you can see in the little shade here, and then also on the bottom as well. And then for her eyes, they're yellow with purple pupils. So in the film it's just yellow, and for the pupil it's just a black dot, so it's really cool that they gave her an actual pupil. Looks more realistic. And then she has really faint blushing on her cheek right here, and then her lips are red and lined with darker red at the edges. And last but not least, her look won't be complete with her fabulously rooted eyelashes. They're just so curled perfectly. I've had other dolls when the lashes are supposed to be curled, but they're just going everywhere. But so overall, I think her expression is just really brilliant, because in the eyes you can see that she is evil from the arched eyebrows and her look and the expression. And then for the shape of her mouth, and then the shape of her mouth, it made her look, she's somber, like she's unhappy. So I think it just really adds up well, because she is still evil, but she is unhappy, and then she is plotting her plans. And before I move on to the dress, on the side we have her faithful companion, the Raven Diablo. He is sitting on top of her staff. And then moving down, her staff is really beautiful. So it has a crystal ball with a silver ball inside. And then the details are just like dragon claws, really finely sculpted, and a few jewels on the little area here. The rest is just gold all the way down there. So the design is exactly from her designer doll, but enlarged to fit her 17-inch scale. They really got the expression right on him too. He just looks so sneaky. And then finally moving on to the dress. So on top of a dress you have her majestic looking collar. So it's 6 pieces all together, 3 on each side. So in the middle there are the 2 full leather pieces right here, and then at the final one it's the purple satin layer here. So for the black ones they're aligned with black jewels, and for the purple ones they're aligned with magenta jewels. And mine is a little wonky because it's supposed to be like this, but it's just like And moving down to her neck, so when the first promo picture came out, her neck seemed to be bare. That part I didn't really like, because her neck has always been covered up together with the neck piece from her headpiece, so it looked weird. But I'm glad that in the final product they decided to cover up a neck, but it would have been great if they had used an actual full leather piece to cover it up, because right now the neck piece is just painted, so you can't really tell from afar, but like close up it looks obvious that it's painted, but I'm glad they covered it up. So moving down on her dress, we have her really striking but very plunging neckline. So this is another thing that caught my attention when the first promo picture came out, because I'm so used to seeing Maleficent so covered up, because in the film only her face and her hands were showing, the rest is all covered up, so it looked a bit weird to me. But when I saw her in person, it looked really glamorous, and I understand the direction they took from the designers, but it was still bugging me a little bit. So what I did is that I took a little piece of organza ribbon and I stuffed it down her cleavage, so it looked like its ruffles coming out, but at the same time you can still see through her skin, so it has that glamour quality that the designers originally intended. So that's what I did. And don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against showing cleavage or showing skin. I just, for this particular character, I thought this would be better, so I finally got the best of both worlds. Covered up, still showing. Covered up, still showing. So, see? And the neckline is just gorgeously lined with this purple satin paired with these magenta gems as it goes down, and you can still see the purple lining, so it's supposed to be like a cloak. And then for her sleeve, it's really beautiful. So you can see all these thorn details in it. It's not showing well even in real life because of the darker color, but as you can see, they're supposed to be thorns, but they kind of remind me of lightning strikes as well. It's really gorgeous. And they are lined with black jewels. They just start out a lot at the top and then spreads out. And then her sleeve is lined with this purple satin as well. Here's the other side. Looks really gorgeous. And the dress is made out of velvet. It feels really good. And then as we go down, we finally see her skirt, which is really gorgeous. It's purple satin and it's pleated to look like this. And this feels stretchy too, so it looks really cool. And then as you can see, the inner linings of her cloak is red as in the film. So it's red all the way. And then she have these really cool painted fingernails, just like Mother Gothel and Ursula. And then on her forefinger, she has her signature black ring. I love it when villains get painted fingernails. Just makes them more evil and fabulouser. And then her sleeve does not end there. They're super long. I think as long as the dress, because as you can see, they're attached here, but they go all the way down. As you can see right here, it's really black and dark, but I guess you could make it out because they're attached here all the way here. Looks really cool. And then for the edges of her sleeve and her dress, they're made to look like flames with these little pointy tips, just like in the film. So I think if you debox her, she's gonna look amazing posing like that. Another flame point here. And then finally, her shoes, which is completely dark in there, but she have black normal heels, just like the other villain dolls. So I'm glad at least she have heels, because Aurora had flats. Oh, and someone asked me if they come with stands. So yes, all these limited edition dolls all comes with their own stand. So, but you can't really see because for the ladies, they're always under the skirt. So you can see this is the base of the stand, and you can see the pole just goes all the way between her legs because they are a saddle stand. But the boys get stands on the waist. So at the end of the day, I don't have anything bad to say about her because she is just really amazing, and the skin tone on her face and the neckline is only due to my opinion that I don't like it, but it actually really works well on the doll. So I would give her a 5 out of 5 because the Mistress of All Evil have no flaws. So I guess that's it for my review on the limited edition Maleficent doll from the Disney store. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please thumbs up and subscribe. And you can also check me out on Instagram at DisneyBoy21 for more photos. But right now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!